anywhere in the world, if you ask people why they don't have a bank account, it boils down to what I call the 3 A's: affordability, accessibility, and availability. World Bank would estimate of the 6.5 billion people in the world, 5 billion do not have access to a bank account. At any one single point in time, it is estimated that there is 12 billion rand under mattresses in this country. If we could take just a small portion of that into the formal banking system, the impact that that has on the economy is enormous. And I think the challenge for the developing world is not getting the unbanked to the bank, it's getting the bank to the unbanked.
There's no question the unbanked or the lower end of society wanted to be banked. It's just that the banks weren't welcoming them in.
I think if you talk to any international bank anywhere in the world, banking equals branches. And as long as you've got that mindset, it becomes incredibly expensive to bring affordable banking to the mass market. It's estimated in South Africa about 30 million people do have a cell phone, about 11 million people have got a bank account. So the option is to utilize technology. The challenge we had was to have technology that worked on the lowest common denominator. They could work on any phone, any SIM card, and across all of the networks.
There's no bank in Cosmo City. That is why at the end of the day they have introduced Wizzit Bank so that it can help them because they are far from other services.
My customers pay me through Wizzit.
I use Wizzit to send money home.
I use Wizzit to buy electricity.
I use Wizzit to pay household bills.
The easiest and quickest way to get a national footprint was through unemployed people that are located all around the country in communities. That community might be a church group, it might be a soccer club, it might be a stokvel, it might be where they live.
It's new, you can see it. It's never been opened before. See? Right? This is your card.
And that is where our WizKid model is fairly unique and innovative in the world.
I became a WizKid after hearing it from one of my friends.
Recruiting the WizKids, it's actually via the word of mouth because we've got a philosophy at Wizzit to employ the unemployed. The WizKids are entrepreneurs. The more accounts the WizKids open, the more money they get. I would estimate around about 1,008, 2,000 WizKids that we have currently.
Yeah, you'll read the manual and that's all.
Wizzit!
I would probably say 80% of all farm workers don't have bank accounts.
We have predominantly tackled the rural area because that's where the majority of unbanked people are. So that's been a very strong focus.
It's difficult to open bank accounts with banks in cities for farm workers because they have to travel all the way to the closest city to actually go and open their account. So we, as Wizzit, actually go on site, set up gazebos and everything we need to actually activate and open the accounts on site right there and then. It's very different from marketing in city. People have never had bank accounts here, so it's a lengthy educational process. It's difficult for them to conceptualize money electronically. They're used to cash all the time. The advantage for the farm owner is basically he doesn't have security risk of paying people in cash anymore. And also from a convenience point of view, he pays salaries or wages electronically. For the farm worker, it's also security. Another positive thing of the Wizzit account is that it doesn't get closed if you don't use it. So if you're a seasonal worker and you're not going to use the account for 3 months, it's not going to be closed and frozen. Wizzit has no minimum balance or no admin fees whatsoever. You only pay per transaction that you do. And people in South Africa understand that because pay-as-you-go cell phones are a big thing in South Africa. And it's a concept that people understand.
We at IFC firmly believe in the opportunities that technology can create for the poor to improve their lives. With 3 billion cellular telephones around the world, we may be looking at the largest distribution platform and the most effective way to provide social and economic services to the poor. We hope through our partnership with Wizzit to support one of the most innovative approaches to mobile banking that targets the poor. And once the business model is validated, we will work closely with Wizzit to help it scale up its services within and outside South Africa.
IFC, through its network, through its government contacts, through its banking contacts, all around the world, but particularly in the developing world, is huge for Wizzit in terms of credibility. With an investor, a backer, a shareholder of the caliber of an IFC, it takes Wizzit to a very different place and space.
The vision we have is to bank the unbanked of the world.
We're looking at a shareholder that adds more than just money.
But we believe with IFC, with the Wizzit model, at least we can go some way in reducing poverty in the world and improving the lives of people.